Okay. Uh, uh, Same procedure as well as again, I cannot be with you for this day, this Wednesday, because may kasabay na commitment for today. But then again, our topic must be continue for our fundamentals of accounting. Ang ating topic for today is about the financial statements as well as explanation of financial statements. And then, ano ba yung asset and contents of asset? So, chapter 2 is about asset, liabilities, capital, revenue, and expenses of the financial statement. But in lesson 2.2-1, our topic is about the financial statement. There are types of financial statements. Una is the statement of financial position or the balance sheet. Yan. Statement of financial position or the balance sheet. Yan. This is our topic for today. Yeah. Sorry. May pusa kasi dito. So, ang statement of financial position or balance sheet shows yung ating financial condition, such as assets, liabilities, and capital. Yan. Ano ba yung asset, liabilities, and capital? But further on, yan yung pag-aaralan natin for the next subject, next lecture. Yan. Ang types of financial statement, una ay tinatawag nating balance sheet or statement of financial position. Statement of financial position or balance sheet. Kinukumpuni ito ng asset, liabilities, and capital. Pag sinabing asset is pagmamay-ari mo, ano ba yung mga pagmamay-ari mo? Pag sinabing liabilities naman, it's your obligation. Pag sinabing ng capital, capital is your equity na ginagamit mo. It's either for your business or for your own. Yan. So, we have also tinatawag na income statement. From the word itself or other terminology is the statement of comprehensive income. Pero itong income statement consists also of revenue, cost, and expenses. Ibig sabihin ay yung kinita mo, cost between kung paano ka nakapag-sale o paano mo, between the procedure para makuha mo yung income as well as yung expenses at yung mga gastos mo. So, contain siya, yan, may mga reclassification as well as meron tayong adjustment. Meron din daw changes dito and revaluation, yan. Later on, malaman nyo yan. Ano ba yung changes in revaluation surplus? Ano ba yung gains and losses on benefit plans? Gains and losses mo sa investment, sa equity, sa finance cost, sa share of associates in joint venture, etc. So, yun yung income statement. So, International Accounting Standard, yung total comprehensive income as change in equity during a period resulting from transaction and other events resulting with owners in their capacity as owners. Ibig sabihin, sa negosyo, doon lang napasok yung concept na yon sa business. For purpose daw of lessons in single proprietorship. Kasi sa single proprietorship, ikaw lang may-ari. Di ba may apat tayong klase? Lima nga. Or anim na bago ngayon. Di ba yung single proprietorship, yung isa ka lang. Partnership, which is from the word itself, meron kang ka-partner. Pangatlo is corporation, at least 15 persons. The more stock owner na pagmamay-ari mo, o ownership mo, ikaw yung may say. The cooperatives, which is lahat equal, and then we have the assembly, na may pinagbobotohan kung sino pwede maging board. We have the NGOs, and meron din yung bago, yung sole corporation. Sa corporation kasi at least 15 o madaming shareholders ang naroon. Sa sole corporation, isa lang may-ari. Para sa single proprietorship, pero in a corporation in a sense, ibig sabihin na a bigger perspective, a bigger type of business. Yun. So, for a purpose of lesson, the single activities will consist of usual, revenue, cost, expense, and transaction as capacity daw ng owners. Then, bakit, sir, meron namang statement of changes in owner's equity o statement of owner's equity? Ibig sabihin, other than as part ng capital o owner's capital doon sa balance sheet, yung una natin, number 1, which is the balance sheet, statement of financial position, ay meron naman meron ding sariling statement yung owner's equity. It's either withdrawal, deposit, investments na siya ang papasok doon. Kaya meron siyang changes in owner's equity kasi para alam din natin yung flow kung ano yung transactions ahead doon sa operation ninyo sa inyong business. Then, statement of cash flow. Yun. Sa statement of cash flow, although dalawa lang classification dyan, merong cash inflows with its receipt, yung nakuha mo na cash, yung cash. Ang pinag-usapan lang natin dito cash. Yung asset, hindi lang naman sa cash na pasok. Yung outflows, ibig sabihin yung mga payment mo. Pero may tatlong bagay din. Titingnan mo din dito kung saan napasok yung iyong cash. Meron ba dyan for operation? Pag sabi operation, between sa iyong negosyo, between the business, doon naikot, napasok, nalabas yung pera. Meron din sa investment, yan. Later, malaman ninyo classification. Ano bang pinagkaiba ng operation, cash flow sa investment? From investment itself, nag-i-invest ka. Ibig sabihin, may in return. Yon. Yung operation, it's either between na yun, mo or sa wala. Yon. Sorry, nawala naman na aking video. And financing activities, yan. From the word itself, finances, it's either nalabas na may pinagtutuunan ka o wala. Yan. So, typical account title use. Yan. Ito yung mga typical account title use daw. Sa balance sheet asset. Ano ba yung meaning ng asset? Economic resources owned by the business expected for future gain. They are property and rights of value owned by business. Ibig sabihin pagmamay-ari. Ibig sabihin pagsadiri, pagrugari. Kaya nga asset. Kaya pag tinatanong ka, ano bang asset mo? Yan. Ano ba ang meron ka? Yan. So asset. Ano bang pagmamay-ari mo? Ano ba ang pagrugari, pagsadiri mo? Yung liabilities naman, debts, obligation to pay, claims of the creditors on the assets of the business. Ibig sabihin may babayaran ka. Ibig sabihin may obligation ka. Sa other words, utang. Yan. Meron kang utang na or obligation and general term obligasyon na dapat mong pagtuunan ng pansin o pwedeng bayaran. Owner's equity or capital naman includes yung interest of owner of business. Some of it is the claims of owners on the asset of business. Ilan ba dyan yung percentage sa pagsasadiri ko na? Investment ng owner, ilan ba yung balik din sa akin dahil paano? Ilan ba yung na-put up kong investment dyan? Owner's equity or capital comes from two main sources. Dalawang sources lang naman yan. Investment of owners and earnings of the business. Una, yung investment ng may-ari. Pangalawa, yung kinita doon sa business. Yan. Siyempre, kung nag-invest ka, sample, 10,000, kumita, for whole year, kumita ka niya na doble, 20,000, nilagay mo ulit doon. So yung 10,000 nun is your original investment, yung capital. And then yung 10,000 is your earnings na pinasok mo lang din as part na din of your investment or owner's equity or capital sa negosyo. So, yeah. Fundamental accounting equation. I don't know if this is also a part of it. But then again, ito illustration. Sample ito. Given liabilities of 50,000 and owner's equity of 150,000, find the value of the asset. So, ang pinaka main formula niyan is this. Asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity. Para mabuo mo yung asset, i-add mo lang yung liabilities mo at owner's equity. Sabi dito, yung liabilities niya is 50,000. At owner's equity niya naman, 150,000. So, ang gagawin mo, i-add mo lang yung liabilities at owner's equity niya. Kalabasan niyan is 200,000. So, asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity. Liabilities mo is 50,000 and 150,000 naman yung owner's equity mo. So, you have an asset of 200,000. Kasi dapat mag-balance. Asset and liabilities plus owner's equity should be balanced and always be balanced. Yeah. So, sample naman dito, given asset. Kung asset mo naman daw 180,000, owner's equity is 110,000. Alamin mo naman yung liabilities mo. So, 180,000 kabuuan mo, ibabawas mo lang yung 110,000 mo. So, 70,000 liabilities. So, mangyari liabilities mo 70,000 plus 110,000 na owner's equity. Ang kalabasan is 180,000. Yeah. So, madali lang naman siya intindihin. So, given asset, may 250,000 kang asset, liabilities 90,000, alamin mo daw yung owner's equity. So, you should always stick doon sa sa formula. Asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity. Dahil nawawala dito, owner's equity equals asset minus liabilities. It's because 250,000 yung asset minus mo yung 90,000 na liabilities, 160,000 yung owner's equity. So pag inad mo, owner's equity 160,000 plus liabilities of 90,000, kalabasan is 250,000 na asset. Yan. So yan, madaling-madali lang naman yan. So pasok na tayo sa asset. Ano nga ba yung asset? Yan, what is an asset? So sample doon sa taas, di ba? May explanation na siya. Economic resources owned by business, hindi personal, but business. Yung pinag-uusapan dito, negosyo. Expected for future gain. Na ibig sabihin, may kikitain ka pagdating ng panahon. They are property and rights of value owned by the business. It's either property or rights of value. Anong mga rights of value? Yung may mga halagang bagay. Like cash, may value yan. So, yun yung mga assets. So, asset, so improvement of internal standards 1, classify an asset as current asset when it is, may dalawa kasing type of asset. It is called current asset and non-current asset. Yung current asset, paano daw natin ma-identify na isang bagay current asset? Una, expected to be realized in. Ibig sabihin, may paggagamitan. Intended for sale or consumption, pwedeng pagkakitaan o earnings, pwede ring panggastos o bayad sa gastos in entities normal operating day. Araw-araw na paggamit. Held primarily for purpose of being traded, sa pakikipagpalitan. Expected to be realized within 12 months. Ibig sabihin, nagagamit siya within 12 months. Hindi lang yung may period na ganyan at ganito ang kanyang pinagagamitan. But then again, 12 months or either exceeded. 12 months kasi yearly lang naman yung balance sheet. Cash or cash equivalent unless it's either cash or cash equivalent unless it is restricted from being exchanged. Pag sinabing restricted, yung isang bagay, di ba, ang cash and cash equivalent, kapag binayad mo yan, ay may kapalit, di ba? Mabayad niya, ang cash ko 10 pesos, makabakal ka na yung palamig na worth 10 pesos. Ibig sabihin, may exchange yung cash doon sa isang product na ibinibenta. Yan, to settle liabilities for at least 12 months after the balance sheet date. So example daw ng current asset as follows. Una, cash. Na example na din sa taas. Cash, pera, includes ang cash, very broad, coins. Ang cash is a coin. Cash also is currencies, peso, US dollar, checks, cheque. Yung deposito mo sa bangko is a cash. In other cash items, either cash gift, etc., na ready available for use in operation of business. Ibig sabihin, anytime pwede mo siyang ipalit, di ba, ng valuable item. Cash equivalent naman, sila naman yung short-term investment, readily convertible in known amount of cash. Ibig sabihin, nag-invest ka short-term, mga sample, siguro Bitcoin pwede pasok, di ba, yung mga cryptocurrency na pwede mo lang i-withdraw anytime. So it can also be called as cash equivalent, although it is an investment. But then again, yung process na kanyang pakikipag-exchange, di ba may value yon? So it can be also considered as cash equivalent. Then marketable securities. Yung marketable securities, yung stocks and bonds purchased by enterprise. Ibig yung business ninyo, nag-purchase kayo ng stocks and bonds. Di ba? Na-explain natin yan on some of your subject. Ang stocks ay ginagamit, nakikita yan as securities doon sa mga stock markets. Yung bonds naman is usually binibigay ang government and sa private institution, parang pagbibenta ka ng bond as an investment, and later on, kapag kumita yung isang entity or isang project na kanilang ginawa, ibabalik sa iyo yung kinita mo doon sa bond. Yan. So they are usually purchased when a business has excess cash. Yung trade and other receivable naman include amounts collectible from any of the following accounts. Ang trade and other receivables, iba-ibang klase siyang receivable. Yung accounts receivable, yan, may pagkakaiba yan ha. From accounts receivable, notes receivable, interest receivable, advances to employees, as well as accrued income. Anong pinakaiba niyan? Yung accounts receivable, amount collectible from customer to whom sales have been made or services have been rendered on account or credit. For example, si Mika, nag-utang ka sa kay Christian o kay CJ. Si CJ niya may business na hamburger. Yan. Pinagbentahan kanya ng hamburger, nagkakalagang 100 pesos. Sabi mo sa kanya, babayaran kita pag kinsenas. Diba? Ngayon niya is ano pa lang, January 2. Babayaran mo siya February 2. Babayaran mo siya by February 15. So, ibig sabihin, si CJ, may accounts receivable siya sa iyo. At ikaw naman, later on sa liabilities, ay may accounts payable kay CJ. So, ibig sabihin, accounts receivable is by a ton amount galing sa sales, pinagbentahan, na expected mo na may makakabalik sa iyo, na may sisingilon ka pa, other word. So, notes receivable naman, from the word itself, notes. Kunyari, si Mika, nag-utang na naman kay CJ, nag-worth 100 pesos. Pero sabi ni Mika, gamit niya promissory note. Ako ngaya, mautang sa imo ng isang hamburger, nagkakalagang 100 pesos. Babayaran ko yan pag abot ni kakinsenas. Yan. So, accounts receivable is more on verbal. Either it's more on a list also, yung mga invoices, pwede na rin yan. Ano receivable naman, you promise na within that day, ay papayaran mo yung obligation. Yan. It's for goods or cert receipt as evidence of his or her obligation. Kaya nga, from the word set, tinawag siyang notes. Ano naman po yung interest receivable? Yung interest receivable naman, kunyari, si Mika naman, nagpautang kay CJ ng hamburger, 100 pesos. Pero sabi ni Mika, sabi ni CJ, bayaran ko man niya sa February 15. Sabi ni Mika, iyo, bayaran mo. But then again, dahil ngaya haloy-haloy pa man, lagay ko yung interest at kakalagang 20 pesos. So, babayaran na ni CJ kay Mika is 120 pesos. Ang 20 pesos naman is interest receivable. Ibig sabihin, other than you will receive doon sa accounts receivable or notes receivable mo, may interest ka pa doon na worth 20 pesos. Yun na yung interest receivable. Ano naman po yung advances to employees? Certain amount of money loaned to employees payable in cash or through salary deduction. Yung advances to employees, si Mika, nag-utang sa Angel's Burger. Then empleyado si Mika ni CJ. Si CJ, ikaw CJ ang bossing ni Mika or manager. Before pa man mag-deduction ng katapusan, may utang si Mika ng 100 pesos din also sa Angel's Burger, idededakan mo na sa sweldo niya is 20,000 minus 100 pesos kasi naka-agreement ka na doon kay Angel's Burger na advances to employees. Ibig sabihin, yung utang mo, kaltas na para mababayaran na siya doon. Yan. For example, kung alam niyo, empleyado niya sa mga LGU like sa Lagunoy, di ba, naglo-loan ang mga employees and then may MOA ang KKL as well as the LGU. Every month, kinakaltasan yung mga employees na may utang doon sa cooperative. So, yan yung mga example doon. Para this day na diretsa na. Then may MOA naman. Ibig sabihin, memorandum agreement. Ibig sabihin, alam ng empleyado na ganun yung agreement doon sa loob. So, accrued income already earned but not yet received. Ano yung accrued income? Kunyari, si Mika, nagtao ka na, Mika, ng 100 pesos kay CJ. Okay, nagtao ngayon 100 pesos kay CJ. Pambakal ng burger. Pero, binayad mo na si 100, di ka pa man nare-receive na burger. Sabi ni CJ, sa 15 ko na lang ngaya lutuon. Pero, nagbayad ka na sa 100. Okay lang ngaya, sa 15 ko pa man kaipuhan. So, ibig sabihin, nag-advance ka na sa iya ng 100 pesos. Pero sa 15 mo pa man makakan, during this day, kuya, February 2 or February 3, ay dahil niya pa man na iluluto sa burger, tapos sa 15 niya pa man, pero may bayad ka na. Ang tawag doon is accrued income. So inventories represent naman, yung inventories, part na to ng, ng asset din is represent the unsold goods at the end of accounting period. Sa buong taon, nag-inventaryo. Alam niyo yung inventory, di ba? Ibig sabihin, ang beginning ko ngayong inventaryo ay may 100 gaya kung patis in burger. Then monthly, nadagdag, na-order ka, nabawas kasi luto mo, binibenta mo, etc. Pagdating ng December, may natira pang patis at least 20. Ang tawag doon is inventory. Yan, ibig sabihin, inventory siya sa end ng December ng 2022, then pag-abot ng January 2023, iyon na itong magiging beginning balance naman sa imong inventaryo. So, ibig sabihin, Kaya po mo pa itong ipapadispose. Pag sa dispose, dapat maibenta. Kasi nga, may inventory ka pa. May iniiwan ka pang product. Then, prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses naman, supplies brought for use in business or service and benefits to receive by business in the future paid in advance. Ibig sabihin, nagbayad ka in advance. Kunyari, si Burgeran ni Mika, si CJ ang may sadiri kang nirerentahang building o stall ni Mika. Sabi ni Mika, bayadan ta ka na ngaya ning for 6 months advance. Ningon yan baga ay February. Babayadan mo na February, March, April, May, June, July. Di ba? So itong binayad mo from February to July, dahil mo pa man nagagamit ang March hanggang July, nag-advance ka na sa renta. Ang tawag doon is prepaid expenses. Ayan. So we have also yung contra asset accounts. Ano naman po yung mga contra asset account? Okay. I-explain natin. Yung allowance for bad debts, losses due to uncollectible accounts. Usually, binabawas ito sa accounts receivable to get the net realizable value. This is in line with financial statement qualitative characteristic of conservatism, wherein no profits would be anticipated but all probable or estimated losses should be provided. Kunyari, si Mika, ika may mga napautang ka, may mga receivable ka, di ba? Yung tinakil natin sa taas, accounts receivable. Kunya, may 20 kang tawong pinautang. Sabi nila, bayadan mi ngayon ika sa pitsa 30 ng Pebrero. Kaya yan, pinautang mo tig sararong hamburger worth 100 pesos. Di 20 times 100 by 2,000 kang sisingilon. 2030, di pa sinda nagbayad hanggang sa naabutan ng December 2022. So ito, halangkaw pa din itong accounts receivable mo, dahil parang sinda na sisingil. So by year end, para magka-contra asset accounts, lalagang kaning sa accounting, lalagang kaning allowance, malaag kaning allowance for bad debts. Kaya nga, bad debts, pangit na utang, na inutang. Why? Kasi pag, kunyari, mautang na ako sa bangko, pampadagdag ko yung capital, etc. Kapag nakita kang may mga at least lagpas na niya ng isang hindi pa nasingil ito nag-utang natin sa ranggatos na hamburger, ay napakapangit yun sa financial statement. Kaya ang wording, conservatism. Kaya yung ginagawa, allowance for bad debts, ibinabawas na yun. Kunyari, kalahati lang noon, 1,000. Di ba sa kita mo, mababawas na yon doon sa earning mo, sa income mo in a yearly basis. Kasi nga, ibinabawas mo na yun doon sa dapat sa mga receivable mo. Ang tanong, hindi na po ba dahil binawas, hindi ko nasisingilin, sisingilin mo pa rin, much better. Kaya lang, ina-advance mo lang yung dapat na ibayad niya na galing na sa iyong earning. Kaya nilalagay yung allowance for bad debts. Now, proceed naman tayo doon sa accumulated depreciation. Ano naman yung accumulated depreciation? Napasok lang accumulated depreciation doon sa cost of property, plant, and equipment. Saan ang property, plant, equipment? Papasok siya dito sa classification non-current asset. Yan o, nakita sa baba. Property, plant, equipment. Diyan siya papasok. Ibig sabihin, yearly, yung inyong other than, ang property, plant, equipment, example yan, equipment, machineries, yan, makina, vehicles, sasakyan na ginagamit sa business, building, yung pinatayong building improvement, iyan yearly, ang nangyari sa kanya ay yung value niya bumababa, di ba? Hindi kaya nga nagdi-depreciate. Yan yung accumulated depreciation. For example, yung cellphone mo, ginagamit mo sa business worth 7,000. Yearly niya, ang accumulated depreciation mo is 1,000. Yung accumulated depreciation mo after isang taon, yung 7,000 mo, dinabawasan ng 1,000 kasi nagamit mo for 1 year, yung next year mo by 2023, ang halaga na lang ng cellphone mo is 6,000. Pag 2024, ang halaga naman ng cellphone mo is 5,000 na lang. And so on and so forth. Kasi may year lang siya hinahabol. Ganon din dyan sa building. Ang building, nagpagawa ng building improvement. Yung mga other than sa nakapagawa ka ng building, nagpa-improve ka pa niya, building improvement tawag doon. Vehicle, machineries, equipment. Land, ang land, hindi siya nagde-depreciate. Nag-a-appreciate siya. Kaya wala sa accumulated depreciation. Kasi yearly, pamahal ng pamahal, ang value ng lupa. Diba? Ganun yun. So, napapasok lang dyan ay yung mga nagde-depreciate. Then, pasok na tayo dito sa non-current asset. Yung sa taas, in-explain ko is about the current assets. Ano yung mga sample ng current assets? Yan. Cash, cash equivalent, marketable securities, trade and other receivables. May sample din ng trade and other receivables. Inventories, prepaid expenses, and contract asset accounts. The allowance for budgets as well as the accumulated depreciation. Now, pasok tayo doon sa classification of non-current asset. We have the long-term investment as well as the property, plant, and equipment. Yan, may masampol yan. Yung long-term investment, saan papasok to? Asset siya held by enterprise but a creation of wealth through capital distribution. Ibig sabihin, pag long-term, pag sa long-term, sa mahabang panahon, such as interest. Kunyari, asset, pautang ka, may interest. 20% per year. Pinautang mo siya, babayaran siya sa'yo for at least 4 years. So long-term investment yun. Papasok siya sa non-current asset. Pag 1 year po ba, sir, long-term investment? Hindi. It will not consider as long-term investment. Short-term pa rin yun. Sample is royalties. Yung royalties. Yan. Dividends as well as rental for capital appreciation for other benefits. So, ibig sabihin, papasok siya doon, alam mong magiging continue siya. Magiging pangmatagalan siya. Yan. Royalties, yung dividend as well as the rental. Appreciation for other benefits for investing enterprises as obtained in trading relationship. Usually, paggamit ito sa pakikipag-trade. Now, pasok tayo sa property, plant, and equipment. Ang property, plant, equipment, tawag sa kanya is tangible assets. Pag sa tangible asset, na hawakan. Held by enterprise for use of production, supplies of goods, ginagamit sa pag-produce ng product or services, as well as to supply goods. Yan. Sa merchandising. These assets are expected out to be used for more than one period. Yeah. Magamit for more than one period. Ito na yung mga sample natin kanita. Land. Piece of lot, real estate owned by enterprise, which building can be constructed for business purposes. Yan. Lupa. Pwedeng yung building daw dyan i-construct. Building. Edifice structure to accommodate the office store. Yan. Factory of a business enterprise to conduct its operation. Yan. Building. Gagamitin mo sa operation. Sa opisina, tindahan, o factory. Equipment. Hindi na natin yan isa-isahin na equipment. Yan, mga sample niya. As well as vehicle. Iba rin naman. Dito kasi inasa na yung vehicle sa equipment. Yan, typewriter daw, aircon, calculator. Yan, basta lahat ng bagay na ginagamit sa loob ng operation. May specification din siya. Kung equipment mo yung ginagamit mo sa opisina, office equipment. Kung equipment mo yung ginagamit mo sa tindahan, store equipment. Kapag equipment mo ginagamit mo sa pag-deliver, delivery equipment. Kapag equipment mo ginagamit mo for transportation, transportation equipment. And kapag ginagamit sa machine, machinery equipment. So furnitures and fixtures. Ano to, sir, furnitures and fixtures? From the word itself, furniture and fixtures. Anong nasa isip nyo? Upuan, lamesa, carpet, curtain, lamp, lighting, fixtures, wall decoration. Ang tawag dyan, furnitures and fixtures. Ibig sabihin, like, design as well as need sa loob to operate. Yan. Ayan, may different siya. Pwedeng office, furniture and fixture, pwedeng store, furnitures and fixtures. Yan. From the word itself, madali naman yan intindihan. Then ano naman, sir, yung intangible asset? Di ba yung una, tangible? Ito naman, ano yung intangible? Yung tangible, hindi nahawakan. Identifiable, non-monetary asset without physical substance held to use of production of supply of goods services for rentals to others or administrative purposes. Ang mga sample nito, goodwill, patent. Yung patent, product mo, yung ano mo dyan, dapat ikaw lang gumamit, patent yon. Yung copyright, di ba copyright, like sa mga media, usually television, radio, di ba nakita yung mga copyright, libro, copyright, licenses, franchises, yung franchises like, it's either Jollibee, yan, mga franchises yan, trademark sa business, di ba? Logo, ang trademark ni Jollibee is B, na color red and white, trademark ang tawag doon. Brand name, yan. Ang Procter & Gamble may pagmamayari which is the Ariel. Ariel is a brand name. Secret process, subscription list, and non-competition agreement yan. More on siya, intangible, yung hindi nahawakan, pero asset siya, pagmamayari mo siya, at napapakinabangan mo siya. So, yun. So, this also our topic na for this week. In-elaborate lang natin yung difference yung financial statement There are different types of financial statement: financial position or balance sheet, income statement or statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes owner's equity or statement of owner's equity, statement of cash flow. Balance sheet composed of asset, liabilities, owner's equity, and capital. Asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity. Asset, yung asset ay may mga identification siya. Expected to realize in, held primarily para sa trade, realized between 12 months, it's either cash or cash equivalent. Examples ng asset, may dalawang tayong klaseng asset, the current asset and non-current asset. The current asset are the cash equivalent, marketable securities, trade and other receivables, inventories, prepaid expenses, and the contra asset. Yung non-current assets is long-term investment as well as the property, plant, and equipment. So yun. So I hope that it can be na may naintindihan, as well as I have to apologize dahil di ako ngayon on field. But then again, may this lecture be useful at magamit ninyo na maigi. So thank you very much and God bless.